In the mid-2020s, the phrase surveillance capitalism has moved from academic theory to everyday reality. It's no longer a distant concept, but a fundamental engine of the modern internet, quietly shaping our digital lives from the moment we wake up. From social media algorithms that curate our news feeds to wearable devices tracking our health and artificial intelligence personalizing our entertainment, vast amounts of personal data are continuously collected, analyzed, and sold. For many people in 2025-2026, the trade-off between convenience and privacy has become one of the defining tensions of the digital age. We embrace the seamless efficiency of personalized services, yet an undercurrent of unease grows with each new data breach or privacy scandal. Governments, scholars, journalists, and everyday users are increasingly asking the same question: who really owns our data? And what are the hidden costs of this new economic model? The concept of surveillance capitalism was popularized by Harvard scholar Shoshana Zuboff, who describes it as an economic system where corporations claim human experience as raw material for behavioral data that can be analyzed and sold to predict and influence future actions. This data economy is powered by everyday digital activities, liking a photo, searching for a product, or wearing a smartwatch. Each interaction, no matter how trivial, generates a digital footprint. According to research on digital risk, major technology platforms compete to capture what scholars call behavioral surplus. This isn't the data needed to improve a service, but the extra data, how long you hesitated before a click, your tone in a voice command, or the patterns in your daily commute that can be turned into profit through targeted advertising or predictive analytics. The scale of this system has expanded dramatically in recent years. Social media platforms, streaming services, fitness trackers, and even smart home devices now collect detailed behavioral data about users' habits and preferences, creating an interconnected web of surveillance that extends far beyond our screens. Privacy advocates argue that many platforms rely on excessive data collection and algorithmic processing, often without meaningful consent from users who are faced with dense, unreadable privacy policies. The result is an environment where everyday digital interactions are quietly transformed into valuable data points that fuel a multi-billion-dollar industry, one built on predicting and monetizing our future selves. Recent technological developments have intensified these concerns, pushing the boundaries of what is possible and what is permissible. Artificial intelligence has significantly increased the ability to analyze personal data at massive scale, finding patterns and correlations that would be invisible to human analysts. For example, a 2026 study reported that AI systems can potentially identify anonymous social media accounts by linking posts across different platforms based on writing style, image metadata, or posting times. Researchers warned that such tools could be used to track activists, identify political dissidents, or create sophisticated scams by connecting personal information scattered across the internet. Even data that once seemed anonymous may no longer be safe in an era where machine learning models can reconstruct identities from seemingly harmless digital traces. The very concept of anonymity is being redefined by technology. New consumer technologies have also sparked controversy, bringing data collection directly into our physical world. Smart glasses equipped with cameras and AI features are becoming more common, but critics argue that they blur the line between personal gadgets and surveillance tools. Concerns increased after reports that such devices can record people without their knowledge, raising questions about consent in public spaces and the privacy of bystanders who never opted in. At the same time, lawsuits have emerged, alleging that footage captured by certain AI-powered devices may be accessed by remote workers or contractors during data labeling processes for artificial intelligence training. These incidents illustrate how the convenience of new technology can come with hidden privacy risks, creating a system where users are often unaware of who is watching or why. Government surveillance is also evolving alongside corporate data collection, creating a complex dynamic between state power and private enterprise. In recent years, policymakers have debated how far intelligence agencies should be allowed to monitor digital communications, often weighing national security against individual rights. In 2026, lawmakers in the United States proposed new legislation to restrict warrantless searches of digital data by intelligence agencies, reflecting growing concerns that modern surveillance technologies threaten civil liberties. Similar debates are taking place globally as governments seek to balance national security with the protection of personal privacy. Europe's GDPR set a precedent, but nations worldwide are now grappling with how to regulate data in an AI-driven world. As the debate rages in government halls, social media culture has amplified public awareness of these issues, turning complex policy into viral content. Influencers, journalists, and digital activists regularly post about data breaches, algorithmic bias, and online tracking, translating technical jargon into accessible warnings. Viral TikTok and Instagram videos explaining how apps track location data or listen for advertising cues have reached millions of viewers, often demonstrating the surveillance in real time. Popular tech-focused pages on platforms such as X, formerly Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit, frequently discuss privacy tips, including using VPNs, blocking trackers, or limiting app permissions. This growing digital literacy reflects a shift in public attitudes. Many younger users now recognize that free online services are often funded by the harvesting of personal data. They are moving from passive consumers to active participants in managing their digital footprint. Scholars argue that surveillance capitalism also raises deeper questions about autonomy and democracy, moving beyond individual privacy to societal impact. Research suggests that large-scale data collection allows companies to predict and sometimes influence user behavior, shaping what news people see, which products they buy, and even how they vote. When algorithms determine the information individuals encounter online, they can subtly guide opinions and decisions, creating personalized realities that reinforce existing beliefs. Critics worry that this influence may undermine independent thinking and democratic debate by creating filter bubbles and echo chambers that reduce exposure to diverse perspectives. Despite these concerns, it's crucial to acknowledge that digital technologies also offer undeniable benefits. Personalized services can make life easier by recommending music, navigation routes, or health insights based on data analysis. These tools can feel like an extension of our own minds, anticipating our needs. Smart devices can improve safety, monitor health conditions, and optimize energy consumption in cities. The potential for social good is immense, from early disease detection to more efficient public infrastructure. The challenge is not necessarily the technology itself, but the lack of transparency and accountability surrounding how data is collected and used. The core tension lies in the business model, not the innovation. As society moves further into the AI-driven era of 2025 and 2026, the debate over surveillance capitalism will likely intensify, demanding a more sophisticated conversation. Policymakers, technology companies, and citizens must confront difficult questions about data ownership, privacy rights, and corporate responsibility. Who is accountable when an algorithm causes harm? Whether through stronger privacy laws, ethical design practices that prioritize user well-being, or greater public awareness, the future of digital society may depend on finding a balance between innovation and personal freedom. In the end, surveillance capitalism reminds us that every click, swipe, and search contributes to a vast digital portrait of our lives, a portrait that is more detailed and revealing than than we can possibly imagine. The question is no longer whether our data is valuable. It clearly is, but who should control that value in the connected world of the 21st century? The answer will define the character of our future society.